Alrighty, everything should be working. Let's just double check my sound. Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, and most of all, fighting that war against the grey. Day 3 of the Movember Hobby Hangout stream. We'll double check. Yep, sound's coming through fine on my end. So let's going to be working on the Khainite Shadow Stalkers again. These lovely gents and ladies. We're going to be starting work on their cloth, which we're going to be doing next. Just going to pull up all my little coloration schemes and all that jazz, and we'll get right into it. But yeah, how's everyone been? What have you all been working on this past couple of days? Let me see. Yeah, that's better. And yeah, what hobby has everyone getting down into over the month so far? Hope everyone's been doing great. Yeah, it's been a good couple of days so far, getting into the hobby streak. Doing these every day of the month this month to help raise awareness for Movember, of course. Yeah, we should have a pretty cool video out tonight on the channel too, because we're going to be tidying the dungeon, which would be an interesting thing to record, do a speed up tidy up of the dungeon, make it look all nice and pretty for everyone. So when we shoot videos, we can actually focus on the room around rather than just the table. Should be nice and cool. Yeah, hope everyone is doing well. Start moving you some talent and sand. Or the leather trousers. So we're just painting up the trousers here so far. So why not we'll try a different time of day today to do the hobby hangout. So yeah, we're just picking out the trousers now. Should be a little bit of a muted brown sort of scheme on the trousers. There's not a lot of it on there. because their boots do go rather high, so we'll have like a much darker brown. This will just sort of not be another color that we can add into the palette. Also, a different color that I can see, because colorblind as hell. As always, like when we're painting, we're just starting. Like I like to get bit by bit done on all my models. It helps me see progress when I paint. So I get like a bit by bit done on them. These are just some really cool minis to play around with, I think. I think anyone who picks these up will just enjoy themselves painting and building them. They were fun to build. There was a little bit of some annoying bits in there to build, like you had to hold like multiple parts trying to hold a model together, which it can be annoying. Yeah, so yeah, and I was talking to a mate, just like saying how nice it is that this kit actually has spare bit. And also, what's cool, if you buy a second one of this kit, the leader is also buildable as just one of the regular dudes or ladies or members, I should say. Which is really cool. So that means yeah, just like unlike the other warbands, you can build stuff up. There's a lot more customization. There's rebuyability in the box if you're just playing Warcry. I need my aside from Sepia. In this box. Got it. lapping some wash on it. All right. Yeah, if you're joining us, let us know what hobby you've been working on. While we wait for this colour to dry too on them, I'm going to go back and do like all their makeup. So we'll go back and do the face paint on them. So what we need to do the makeup is we need some Abaddon Black. We need to sort of do it just slightly larger than the eyes, and this will give the appearance of eyeshadow on them. So we're just filling in all these eyes now. So we've just filled in all the eyes, and next up we're gonna sort of color in the actual size of the eye with white, and this will give us like the appearance of eyeshadow. And you can just do a little dot of black in the middle, and you've got your eye with eyeshadow on. My lady done. True. He's done. He doesn't need a dot. So this just takes time and being patient to do. It looks great though. I found like I just like doing this on a lot of models now. I did eyeshadow on my Khainite. Probably do like some red war paint on these guys as well. Yeah. Just go back, tiny bit of black. I do think painting eyeshadows on models has to be one of my new favourite things I've learned to do. So now we're ready to go back to the Tile sand. Right, so just pulling up my scheme, make sure I'm doing the next part right. Yeah. So now we're just going to layer on some Tile sand. Sort of not so much a layer, but rather quite thick highlights. So now we're going to do this. So yeah, we're sort of doing this as like rather thick highlights rather than like a layer. And then we'll do these highlights smaller and smaller as we use Carrick Stone and Ushabti Bone to bring them up. Yeah, so we're slowly getting there with these fine assassins of Marathi. Yeah, so those watching us, let us know what hobby you've been doing over the past few weeks, what you're up to hobby wise at the moment, or what you think of Broken Realms that's coming out soon. Right, and then we can apply the first like cleaner highlight. I guess not quite so thick, which would be Carrick Stone. And we'll do the shabby bonus, the fine highlight. And then we'll start working on another piece. Maybe we'll start working on like that upper torso cloth, like the actual like cloth tunic parts. Sean, nice to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, mate. Trying a different time for one of the hobby hangouts. It's not as good as I normally are, but I'm not going to have time for one tonight, so I promised I'd have them every day this month. And so we've got to do them when I've got to do them. Now, what hobby have you been up to, buddy? Slugging my way through these Khainite Shadow Stalkers. And I'll probably do the terrain next because I've already got Untamed Beast painted up, so we'll probably do terrain next and then we can have some games. Fair. Sylvaneth Tree Grange. I do have some Sylvaneth on my shelf I've got to paint. Eventually, I mean, they'll probably get done when we see the more Broken Realm stuff. So, we're going to get the Khainite Shadow Stalkers done to get the terrain done for Catacombs. And then we can get some Warcry Catacomb games going. And yeah, then I'm going to start getting stuff ready for Broken Realms. So I want to have some 1,000 point armies. So we get a Dark and Covens Force. Yeah, I think they're harder to play. They are certainly one of the hardest armies to play. I think that's where they sit. Like, they're like Lumineth. People say Lumineth are A tier, but Lumineth are ridiculously hard to play. Like, well, you got a lot of resource management in that army. When you do it well, Lumineth are really good. But if you do it poor, Lumineth can also be really bad. And Sylvaneth are the same. I think Lumineth have a lower floor. Like, Lumineth's bad is probably better than Sylvaneth's bad. But they still have the same thing with the two armies. Where if you don't do the right things with the army, you'll suffer for it. Yeah, they're finicky. Both armies are. I mean, even like KO are, to an extent. KO have less of a problem because they can just move everywhere. Even then, like, using your Aether Chest at the right time is very important. KO. Yeah, man. Jump into the Discord server and post stuff there if you want. Um, it's always a great place for me to show me, and if you want feedback, let me know in there. Um, it should be a link to if you're not in the Discord server. There is a link there. Pretty sure you are though. But that is always the best place to post stuff. Yeah, definitely. If you want feedback on stuff, chuck it in the Discord server or message the Sinful for Gaming Facebook page. It's the easiest way I can see stuff. starting character stone, and now we're just going to do the final highlight over these trousers. Which is a bit of a shabby bone. Oh, so I'm guessing, Sean, you're Fluke Skywalker, correct? Seeing as that's just the random person who just joined. It's always the worst connecting names to Facebook name, connecting names to names, and all over the place. Everyone has like 5 different names. Their Twitter handle will be different than their YouTube name and their Facebook name and their Instagram name. But dude, that is looking amazing. So, what are the bases for? So it's like going to be a monster of some sort, I'm assuming. It's why I changed like all my stuff, because like I had Dad Hammer on some things, and like I've just put Sinful Gaming as everything now. That's your Tree Lord space. That is nice, man. Like I can see where you're going to put the 2 feet. Obviously, he's going to be like stepping across the across the water, so he's going to have 1 foot planted on either side, which is really cool. Which way would he be facing? Is he going to face the front of the water, or is he going to be facing the log, like the stream end or the pond end, I would say? Cool, and I just got my answers. He's facing away from stream. Cool, the right way to do it. Dude, that looks awesome. I am a big fan. I really love the effect you've gotten with the water, like going down into the pond. That's cool. And hi, Chaos Spawn. It's nice to see you there, man. Nah, he looks solid, man. Love it. There's just so much about Sylvaneth that I like. They're just so much fun to like paint. There's so much you can do with them. Having an army in, for me, this is the thing that I like about AOS. There's nothing in 40k that can be built on a base like Sylvaneth can, like that perfect world where like everything just looks serene and calm. It looks natural, um, and that's why I like fantasy more than futuristic stuff. To be honest, um, was that you can place it in things that you would see in our world, and it looks real. It looks natural. I can imagine that tree lord alive. I really like the colors too. Like you've got really nice vibrant blues, but you also got like no, I'm gonna say blue, but it could be purple. I am colorblind as hell with blues and purples. So, but you've got like similar colors up on the tree lord as well as what you've got in the water, which sort of ties the whole model together for me. So yeah, I'm a big fan, man. I really think you've done a great job on him. And if you're wondering, you're watching this and wondering what I'm talking about, go jump onto our Discord server. There's a link in the description, and check out what Fluke Skywalker just posted in the Work in Progress Wednesday feed. Yeah, the cloud pulling. Really solid effort, dude. Um, Now, if you're looking for a little bit of constructive criticism, all I would say is you've got some really cool on where it's pouring down and the clouding. I would almost spread that out a little bit more and disturb your water around there a little bit more. That would be the only thing, just because like it looks like it ends a little too quick potentially. That's some constructive feedback. Not trying to be negative. It looks great, but like that's the only thing I can see. I'm like maybe try and extend that area of clouding and like the effect it's the water droppings having on the pond. But like the greenery and stuff is just really well placed. Well, that's cool. I really like that the basing. All right. So what I was saying is constructive feedback. Trying to the water, how you've got it flowing down in the water. I would almost have that push out a little bit more and had it disturbing the pond a little bit more. Um, it sort of just ends a little bit abruptly, and that could be something you could use to like just push it that little bit more. I've been good, man. we're pretty much back to normal life um, here in Adelaide now, which is cool. About to open a new restaurant, uh, which is cool. So that's going to be fun doing hobby streams daily and running a brand new kitchen halfway through the month. I'm having to do this because we're going to be cleaning up the dungeon tonight. We might actually record it and do like a sped up video of like us cleaning up, me and the wife cleaning up the dungeon. Yeah, just saw the Stormcast as well. They look awesome, man. I really like that basing. That's cool. Why don't my Stormcast look like that? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, some very solid work. It is one of those days where paint is drying on my palette despite me having the aircon on full in the house. Yeah, probably time to make a new wet palette. I don't bother buying them. I just make a new one every year. They take like $2 to make. There's some great tutorials on YouTube. You can just find some kitchen sponges, baking paper, and like a chucks cloth. Alrighty. Well, that's all we're going to get done for today for now. It's coming up to the hour mark anyway. Um, and we'll be back probably tomorrow night now because I got work tomorrow during the day. So we'll be back on the night time on tomorrow and probably for the rest of the week. Hobby Hangouts. But as always, guys, these hobby hangouts are for Movember. So the reason we're doing these is so anyone who's having a bad day, you can come chat, talk hobby, get away from your day for a bit, come and have a chat about some hobby. And if one person feels better coming along and chatting some hobby while I paint some models, then they're a success. For everyone who wishes to support Movember, you can find a link in the description to the Movember page that I've got where we're trying to raise some money to help for men's mental health. support, funding for programs and all that sort of stuff, research, etc. So yeah, you can go there if you wish to support. But thank you everyone for coming along and watching. All proceeds this month on the channel will be going towards Movember, along with all proceeds from Patreon and sales on Teespring as well, all going towards Movember this month. So thank you all for coming and watching. I'll see you all again real soon, guys. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. I'll see you all again real soon. Ciao for now.